What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and we're back with Nightly Valor, our attempts to bring the light of the Lady of the Lake to the entirety of the old world. So the Shadow and the Blade new pack is out now, and they also gave us Repents de Lyonesse, a free downloadable legendary lord for Bretonnia. So she's an awesome character in the history of everything. She's a female knight, which is rare in Bretonnia, and has a companion with her. Starts out at Lyonesse. As far as I'm aware, haven't downloaded the pack yet, but I'm really stoked for it because, well, that's, again, bringing more of the old world into this, and it's great. And then, of course, there's the other packs that I gotta download, and I'm gonna play around with them over the next little bit, but we've also got other things that we're dealing with, too. One of the cool things, though, that I just noticed, if we scroll down, King Leoncour got a new portrait. So that's kind of interesting. It's nice. A little extra touch to make him a little bit more unique. Nice to see Bretonnia getting some love. Now, what we're going to be doing this week is Phoenix and Grimaldis are probably going to start either heading northwest up into the cold lands or due east to try and deal with Clan Moors. I'm thinking Clan Moors would be a better way to deal with it. So let's get them started on their journey, because they're going to be continuing the fight, regardless of the fact that we don't really need to worry about chivalry right now, but we're going to keep them fighting, because it's entertaining, and it's a lot of fun. And we got 2 turns to wait before King Leoncour is back up and running. And of course, Lord Jerugi is still headed up north, towards Lord Muffin's position, along with Lord Adadon, while they're recovering their troops and getting ready to take on the Longship Graveyard. Hopefully Yogi will be able to get there to assist them. We do have a couple of heroes that are just running around. It's our Furix. See if we can get an assassination attempt in, but apparently not. And we're going to be saving as much coin as we can because, well, the final Orcish settlement, we have an imminent rebellion actually right here. Might have to deal with that, or our friends will. Our final chivalry battle is down south here somewhere. Right there. So we are going to gather up our king once he is back in action, which is another 2 turns away, I believe. Yeah, 2 turns away, and then we'll have a few other characters ready to go with him. We'll get him a nice army all set up, and then we'll go and do the final battle of this campaign. A little sad that this one's coming to an end too, but we have other things to look forward to in the near future, so we got lots to do. Now we're going to end the turn, let the other nations go, but just like I said last week, since we're going to be focusing on getting everything said and done, we're going to speed it up and let the other nations deal with what they deal with. And apparently the Warriors of Chaos were destroyed, so someone took out Prince Sigvald, which definitely helps us. It's amazing to see all the things going on. But right now, we kind of want to push towards the end of the campaign. So that's what we're going to be doing. And probably shortly after this, I'm going to pick up the other packs. And probably play around and have a little bit of fun with this. It's kind of a toss-up between this and MechWarrior 5, which has seen me playing way too many hours of it lately. But, well, it's awesome. Alright, so Albrecht Bordelot got a new portrait too, and apparently he's got a quest for the Braid of Bordelot, so they've changed a few more things. But just like everything else, we will kind of deal with it as it comes along. Alright, so we've got all of those researched up. Let's grab Temple Tithes. It's going to cost us 10,000 crowns, but it's good. And apparently the Green Knight has unlimited uses now. So, yeah, he can call upon him limitless times. So that makes him far better of a resource, all things considered. Now we're going to be following the oasis paths in the south, so we're not suffering desert attrition. And it appears that Phoenix has by far better movement range than Grimaldis for some reason. But they'll be going to go fight the Ratmen. And Lord Yogi up north. Let's get you coming in. And Lord Adadon. Have they changed the vows at all? No, they haven't changed the vows again. Well, we'll get you another rank of Scarred Veteran, because that'll help you out. Your troops will be slightly better off by the time that Lord Yogi and his peasant mobs get up to you. So that'll help. And then we go take the Longship Graveyard and help everything out. Now, Sarfurix. See if you can assassinate this Ratman assassin. Apparently not, but it did allow you to get a level, and you already have Deadly Onslaught, so we can get you another rank of Hard to Hit. And again, we're not upgrading our settlements just yet, because we're going to be saving them for the king. And it'll allow us to put the Green Knight into the king's army. Of course, we're going to speed it up. There's a lot of Empire troops over at Prague. I don't know how long this episode's going to end up turning out to be, but I'm hoping it goes really well. And Talsin, the Wood Elves got renamed as Talsin, so a few other little minor changes that we've had to deal with over the course of the series. I still say that if we can pull this out with losing our vows and subsequently killing our treasury, that will be still rocking. And I'm actually kind of stoked to try out Repent's Dilioness. She is one of my favorite characters in Bretonnian lore, so we're gonna go with that.
Speak, and I will see if it...
You want us to join war against Vanhar's conquest? We're not gonna do that. We do have a military alliance with them, so that's pretty good. And Pack Ice Bay is getting attacked. We're not focusing on Pack Ice Bay right now. And we're going to let our troops just kind of hang on to it. Alright, so Albrecht de Bordeaux got the Braid of Bordeaux. And we have to occupy Sartosa for the actual braid itself. So RPC, a bunch of people are all ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to Iron Rock. I'm glad that we came out here and got this way earlier on. So what we're going to do now, I know we passed, alright, Virtue with Discipline. That's awesome. And we are going to take King Leoncour and check over his stats. So apparently he doesn't have the vows or anything just yet, but he still has all of his cool items. Now we can't put him into a camp stance right yet. Nothing that we can recruit there. We're not recruiting a lord, we're recruiting heroes. No heroes available apparently. Lady Ryan. Oh, they all got spawned way, way, way up here. Well, we're definitely going to want Lady Ryan to come all the way down
Light of the lady.
to where the king is.
I shall do what I can.
Didn't want to move. Apparently, I cannot click to save my life today. And we want SARPC to go down there as well. We may use our other damsel that's up there for other purposes.
They will die.
Just for a little while. See if we can cleanse some of the corruption up there. Now, Grimaldus should be an oasis path around here somewhere that you could take. I thought it was there. I guess we'll have to go north. Which is fine, because we can just follow the oasis path northwards. The strands of trees is what kind of guides us here. And Lord Yogi, set you into a normal stance. And take a little bit of attrition, and then on our next turn, we're going to go after the Longship Graveyard.
My deeds are legend.
And Furix, let's have you see if we can assault the garrison and help hit. As for our research, though, we don't really have much to do. Could improve our spearmen. Helps a little bit. Again, we're not going to be upgrading any settlements because we're going to be probably going fairly negative in our cash flow once King Leoncour builds his army up. Now, let's just speed up the friendlies' turns. Volkmar the Grim got a new portrait too. That's kind of cool. I think they updated most of the legendary lords. Nice if they did. So that gives us 4 Bretonnian lords now. Lyonesse becomes its own state. Well,
Do you wish the lady's favor?
do you need high elves? They demand a gift. Well, you know, to keep them on terms with us, yeah, we'll just give them a couple of grand. They are kind of taking over the Druki. So with all the Dark Elf lords and everything, at least Bretonnia got some love. You know what? We will join the war against the Cultural Deliverers. Make the last defenders a little bit happier with us. We don't have any territory down there just yet, but when we do, we'll have another person to go and attack. It's more chivalry, and Grimaldus and Phoenix will be able to do a lot. Thibault de Bois is back up and running. It's all the way over here, and we can get him immortality. Get him headed over to start scouting.
Armored in faith.
If he can actually beat our lords there.
Going forth.
Which, being a hero, he probably will.
Protector of the realm.
But you don't know for sure.
Strength and wisdom are yours. Lord of Bretonia.
Alright, Adadon, we're going to have you go and assault the Longship's graveyard. And then we'll have you surround it and move our reinforcements up to help.
Honor and glory.
Even though you're
Strike
not
them down.
really going to need the reinforcements. But everything that we do to hurt Norska
Moving out.
is beneficial for
Protector of the
all parties involved. Let's see if I can get a decent
Onward.
place for it.
Attack. Attack.
And of course it's well out of our range, so we're going to occupy it. Everybody's gaining all these skills,
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
and by pulsing through against Norska, we're sitting pretty. And Lady Di, we want to kind of keep you around here, but if we can remove some of the chaos corruption, that'd be great. We don't want to upgrade any settlements yet, and we have apparently an unassigned skill point that I missed. Oh, it's RPC himself. So he's got immortality. Let's give him Woundmaker. You, of course, are going to continue your journey down towards the king. And we're going to give him the Green Knight as well. But now we can put him in a camp stance. And this is where things get tricky. I mean, we do have our foot squires. We have all the different kinds of knights. And we get Royal Hippogriff Knights. And they're going to be in the army for sure. We can almost max out King Leoncour's army, just baseline. So we know we're going to be fighting a lot of orcs and goblins, and there's going to be tons of them, and we want to rely on our cavalry more than anything else. Now, the king himself does not actually have the Grail Vow right now because, well, yeah, we still lost our vows. Which is why we're going to be costing a lot in upkeep. So let's get a baseline core of infantry, 4 turns for 3 units of squires. We'll gain 3 units of poison bowmen. Grail Guardians are the anti-infantry. And Grail Knights are the anti-large. Then we'll be able to recruit 3 more on the next turn, and that's going to drop our income significantly.
Paladin of Bretonia.
Lady Ryan's moving her way down. As soon as she's done that, it should go over to the other... Oh, Reichland. It's not just the Empire. It's actually Reichland now. Wonder if they're still called the Dwarves, or if they get a more fitting name, Karaza Karak. You know, that's kind of fitting. It does break them down into their individual world walkers instead of Norska. Lothern's still Lothern, which is kind of cool. Fitting, actually. Hexwaddle should be the same. What's Clan Mulder doing? Failed to assault the garrison at Fort Stragoff. That's fine. Alright, so we know there's going to be a few little rebellions, but honestly, if we lose those cities, it's not too big. So we've got 1 unit of Grail Knights. Get the 2nd unit in order. That takes us to 11 total units, 12 and 13 are Ryan and PC. 14 is going to be the Green Knight. So it leaves us 6. Let's gain a couple units of Royal Hippogriff Knights, and that takes us down to 4 more units that we got to install within the King's army to go after our final battle.
Leaving. Yes.
We are trespassing on their domain, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll upgrade a Genis. Keep forgetting our characters' names, which is a little sad on my part. And there's Throg himself, so let's get everyone close.
Very well, if you insist.
And camp them up. It doesn't really matter if we fight back and forth over these territories, it just matters that we get some fights in. Right, Furix, you are going to get another rank of hard to hit. We're going to have you try and assassinate. Oh, that'll give you immortality. Lady die.
I will see
Try to get rid of the corruption, but apparently that's not going to work out. And we got one more unassigned skill point that I missed.
I serve the lady.
Lady die, you have almost all of the spells that we could possibly want. So after that, you're going to go with Cleanse Corruption. Should get us through.
My deeds are led.
Sar PC working his way down. Hopefully we can get him a Pegasus soon. And then Lady Ryan will be going right after him. Then we're pretty much going to skip over the other nations' turns again. We're going to try and possibly focus on getting this all done, or at least to the point where we're set up for the final air entry battle on this episode. It's kind of sad that's 2 series coming to an end at pretty much the same time, but it would be coincidental and give me time off for the Christmas break that I could spend with friends, family, and, you know, other people that are awesome. And a war wagon. There's a war wagon. Apparently there's some new units that have been added in that the Empire and, well, Reichland and all of their other people have that we have not seen yet. Peter Pfeiffer picked a pack of pickled peppers? That's what I'm going to go with. It's the only joke I have to run off with at this particular point in time. Why are we watching the other nations? I said we were not going to watch the other nations. But the Empire has spread out. So Throg's going to attack and it's outside of our fight range. And he's actually going to take Ice Drake Fjord. We could immediately turn around and attack him back and have a nice little battle right there. Especially since it was a close defeat, meaning his troops are pretty screwed up. Clan Mulder isn't coming out of their little warrens yet. There's one of the rebellions. There's a close defeat. Pack Ice Bay got burned. That's fine. Ooh. We'll allay their fears. We've already seen that Pox one a little bit. Lord Adadon's insane, but anybody who knew him would already know that. So Lord Adadon, let's get you Foe Seeker. That'll help you out a little bit more. Let's look at Throg's forces. He's got 14 units.
Protector of the realm.
Adadon's kinda hurt with his army.
For the lady.
Icedrake Fjord should not have too much of a garrison just yet.
For the lion.
Yeah, the garrison's hurt, but Throg's army did not take as much damage as I thought it
Slay
would.
them.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
So let's see if we can get both of our reinforcement armies in
I
range
consider
Lord.
and defeat Throg.
For now, yes. Striking out. Impossible. For Bretonia. Death to the enemy.
That'll definitely give us an advantage. Slightly outside what we would normally do, so we're just going to do the auto-resolve. Close victory. Lost a few troops. That's fine.
Guardian.
And these guys cannot adopt that stance just yet. How are you working towards your vow? Rank up 5 times. You ranked up 3 times after taking the vow.
Do you know who I am?
You scarred veteran as well there, Yogi. And you're on the same thing. Rank up 3 times.
I go thither.
And we'll get you guys to set up next turn. And there was a lord that didn't move. And I clicked the wrong button. Big surprise, right? Now, King Lewin. Gotta wait 2 more turns until we can start recruiting the last 4 units we're going to need.
In your heart.
Lady Di, let's see if you can again take out that Norskin. Apparently not. We're kind of dealing with all of the last little dregs.
True Knight of Bretonia. None shall see
A
me.
critical success! So there's one assassin that got straight up assassinated. So we're good there. Alright, now let's go all the way down to the south, because I'm pretty sure the lord that I
Lord
kind of
and
skipped
a
over.
hero.
It's one of the ones up here. It's just a Clan Morris hero, and we're going to go towards Numis first. And maybe swing back into the other areas. So Grimaldus, let's keep you on the path towards the Oases. As
Glory of
much as
it.
possible, anyway. And our hero. Do not know if he's going to beat our lords to Numis. Because he took the high road, and they're taking the low road. I don't know if he'll make it to Numis before them. Yes, it's a bad joke. It's what I do, though. Let's just take a quick look at what's going on over in Talson's neck of the woods. Pun totally intended. Nothing that we can really see. So let's end the turn, let the other nations go. And then once SRPC and Lady Ryan move, we can accelerate it and get back to planning out what we're going to do.
What is your behest?
Which is going to involve camping up our units here, resetting, maybe hiring some more peasants up there. To see what the other nations do, and hopefully we'll be able to get through this just
Let
fine.
the supplicant come forward.
We can't sign a non-aggression pact with you, Orion, unfortunately. Actually, the really unfortunate thing is it's kind of hurting to do this tonight. I got a little banged up at hockey on Sunday,
Let the supplicant come
and
forward.
yeah, it stings a little bit. Yes, we'll join the war against Clan Moors. We're already planning on doing that. So the last defenders must like us now because we're at war with all of the people they're at war with. And sending Grimaldus and Phoenix to go over and deal some pain, might be a little bit overkill against the rats. But nothing like overkill. Last the Chaos Scourge are gone, so we've got the Age of Peace. We're no longer gaining any Chaos Corruption in our territories, which is awesome. And Grimaldus, we need to find a place where you're not going to suffer attrition.
Very well,
Right
I go.
there.
My reputation precedes me. Taking my lead.
Phoenix will send you there. And I don't think
Paladin.
Missa Dubois is going to make it to Numis before our heroes do.
Onward. For breaking.
Or our lords, at least. Alright, Lord Muffin,
I
you can
will
encamp.
indulge you. Protector of the realm.
Actually, what we should do,
It shall
get
be
you to
so.
decamp. Get as close to this Chaos Incursion
Glory
as we can
awaits.
get you. And then
If
camp
the
you up.
lady wills it.
And Yogi,
Valiant
if I can
Lord.
actually select you.
Sallying for
Do the same thing on the other
Very
side.
well, if you insist.
And then have Lord
To
Adadon
victory!
hit the raiders. And wipe them out. Then there's some more chivalry for us.
Moving out. Armored in faith. Guardian.
And we can get you a hippogriff. Because hippogriffs are awesome. And Furix
Their lifeblood is yours.
failed to assassinate him. That could end up hurting us by
The lady calls for
getting a
death.
pox on one of the cities.
The lady objects.
Just before we end this turn too, though, we're going to go all the way back down to Iron Rock, and we're going to check on how the King's Army is going. So one more turn, and our 6,900 gold per turn income is going to drop significantly. So we'll let SRPC go, and then Lady Ryan, and we'll get ready to push.
What would you have of me?
Alright, Reichland, we will let you go. Reichland declared war on Clan Moors. Now, it looks like Nagaron's kind of built back up a little bit. Is that Mazdamundi right there? Must be a Mazdamundi, because that looks like Zlak. A few little graphical updates in the latest 2 patches, apparently. So that's definitely a bonus. Look at all the Lothern armies. 3 at Craigoth Deep, 2 on the shores, 1 in Haggrave, 1 up near Nagarond itself. I think they're actually sieging Nagarond. Oh, this could end badly for us, but we're going to enter the war on the side of Khemri. And Clan Mulder, yep. Spread plague against Fort Osterok. But we saw that coming, so it's not too big of a deal.
My strength and
Alright,
wisdom are
Grimaldus. This is where we're actually going to swap you
It
back
shall be so.
into
Onward.
normal stance.
yours. Yes.
I had a
The lady
feeling
wills
we were going to run into a Ratman army, and what a Ratman army. Plague Monk Censor Bearers, Storm Vermins with Sword and Shield, Halberd Storm Vermins, and a lot of Warp Lightning Cannons and Plague Claw Catapults. We're going to be relying heavily on our cavalry for that one.
Forward then.
Alright, Furix, see if you can assault
Destroy
some
the
units.
frontiers.
Apparently not.
Priestess of the
And
lady.
Die will get you to go there. So now we should, in theory, be able to do
I
the
am
last
the blood
4
of
units. Since we're going to be looking for a balanced force, at least in theory, we're going to grab Knights of the Realm and Knights Errant. And I missed another unassigned skill point, because I'm awesome like that. Lady die. Let's get Cleanse Corruption. Let's get a little bit of that out of there. Alright, we are getting very, very, very close. Don't know if we'll get actually on to the final battle this week. We're getting close to time here. But we will have a lot of forces ready to go, and then we'll be able to make the march next week. And that'll probably be it for the series, which is kind of sad.
I have seen your heart.
But we'll let this turn play out at least, and we'll see where we're sitting.
It is forbidden.
Get everything set up. By play out, I mean we're not going to watch all of what's going on. Well, there's 2 armies of Lothern up at Nagarond. Could they possibly take it? That's the real question. No, it's kind of quiet on my end, but I'm just thinking about everything that's going on because Alariel's up there. And they ambushed Phoenix. Oh, this could be a devastating fight. We're actually going to take it ourselves and see if we can hold through. The Skaven's natural ability to actually ambush whenever they just normally attack is frustrating at times. But we're on nice open ground, so they won't have any cover. Get a nice little cinematic view while we're waiting. And apparently all the rats decided to be up on the hills over there. Thankfully, we are a mostly infantry, an anti-infantry based army. So we'll see what we can do about handling them. Kind of want to double up the units on these 2 frontliners. Lord Phoenix pop in as well. Hopefully this turns out pretty well for us. Go, our errant knights. Let's follow them in for a cool little charge. So much warp lightning.
Begone, fell creatures!
Infantry! Peasant bowmen! Draw! Loose!
So combat's even between those sensor bearers and our knights errant. Combat's even here. Storm vermin are devastating our other units of knights errant.
Lord of Wetonia!
Let's see if we can pull Phoenix back down to hit these sensor bearers.
Squires! Get 'em! Ready for orders! We serve our lead!
I got a feeling that we're going to be losing Phoenix's army.
Fill them with alls! Leg it!
And it's mostly due to those warp lightning cannons.
True chivalry, men!
I'm sorry, Phoenix. You managed to last that long. Grimaldus will probably come in and revenge you if you can do enough damage to this army unit to make it out.
Fight for the lady!
Holman! Righteous fury!
So many ratmen! So many ratmen!
Ready for the charge, knights! Swiftly!
Well, apparently we still have like 350 remaining. We didn't do that much damage. They only lost 407 rats. So hopefully they don't carry into Grimaldus as well. Phoenix lost his terrifying Mask of E. But it doesn't say he died, so we should be good. His army is still there. And we'll enter on the war on the side of our ally, because that gives us another target, assuming that these two can take out that Stormvermin army.
This is Bretonia. I am...
You know, we'll sign a peace treaty with Morlock for right now. But that's probably going to do it for this week, guys. We are almost set up for the final battle, where King Lewin is going to march. We got 2 turns left until all these guys are ready, and then we will march down all the way to wherever it is. Down there, right there, just north of where our 2 great heroes are fighting. And then we'll finish everything off. So, if you liked the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232s, possibly see yourself pop up in this or other Let's Plays, probably other Let's Plays at this point, then just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.